Hello everyone, I am back with some more Stormblood. Out of sight, Brazen Brick needs help with a rather delicate situation. Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the man I wanted to see. You have a bit of time to spare, I hope. Seemed a bloody miracle we managed to take Alighieri without spilling a drop of blood, but it was all thanks to one man, a man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter as quietly as if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now I shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bot's his name. He can tell you the rest. Parker. Hello. Good to see you. Look at this shady guy back here. The adventurer slew Lord Van Belsar, so they've sent you to claim my head, then. Brazen Brick sent you to help? Oh, thank heavens. See, I'm actually a centurion of the Garlean forces. Now before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Alighieri, then planned to turn myself in. But I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. Hello, John. Welcome. Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. What do you want with Bout? He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Bout? The place wouldn't be the same without him. And we certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. Oh, there's lots of alleys back here. It's kind of shady. There you are. Do you see the cause for my hesitation? In light of their reaction to being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being, but for all intents and purposes, I am a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on. I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Garleans. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody. But if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazen Brick has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger. It's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Aligiri to allow for my surrender. Alright, back to the MSQ. Hello, Litterbox. With tired hands we toil. Alphino is ready to lead the way for Radiata. So, to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Terrapin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports with Jaguar and Lise, while Jaguar and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum ABANIA. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the way of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn in his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadin woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage. Right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. The atmosphere here in the zone is very ominous right now. Dust storms. I know you're out there. Keep an eye out, would you? Something doesn't feel right. If there were Magitech armor nearby, surely we would have heard them by now. Deny. Thanks for joining. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. Still got a corner of the zone we haven't explored over here. Nothing to it. Whew. That would have been an unceremonious ending to our tale. Of course there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lise. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Another one of those things with like weird wheels. Nary a soldier in sight. Mayhap they were recalled to CASTRUM ABANIA. Thought they said this was a village. Looks more like a work camp. Looks safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above CASTRUM ABANIA anymore. You think they fixed the cannon already? I hope not. That could go downhill very fast if they fix the cannon already. Where courage endures. The Rogadin woman you seek is somewhere in Radiata, and Lisa's eager to find her. Alphino said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. Yeah, this does not look like a village. There's only like 2 buildings here. She has to be around here somewhere. I don't know you. Why have you come to Radiata? Tell you about myself. You really are a stranger here, aren't you? Too much talk can get a person killed. My father talked too much once, complained about his job. A friend reported him to the authorities. Then the soldiers came to take him away as a suspected insurgent. I never saw him again. And then there was my little brother. When a group of patriots heard he was a laborer for the Empire, they strung him up on a tree. So no, don't talk about yourself around here. Radiata? Well, this village is home to those who labor at CASTRUM ABANIA or Specula Imperatoris. Think of it as an imperial slave pen. It certainly wasn't called Radiata by the folk who live here. It had a different name once, but you'll not hear anyone say it out loud. That earns you visit from the correction officers. You tell other villagers you're from Radiata, though. Get you spit on. To everyone else, we're the Empire's whipped curs. We lose either way. If we're to be treated like dogs for where we're born, then we've no choice to live like one. Anything you need, give me a hand with my stock, and I'll see about lowering my prices. Any luck? No, me neither. Here's the person it looks like. 1 second. Ain't seen you around here before. Takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, 'cause I'll not speak on it more. At least not here. Outside Radiata. Behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, you'll find Alphino and Elise. We'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good. Not followed aside from my friends, that is. That's all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marcia Terrapin. The name's Stark Woad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris in the canon, isn't it? Just so. Can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took me a while, but they finally put the fires out. And the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more. The incident had everyone jumping at the shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamican help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside CASTRUM ABANIA to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. So if we split into groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see through this. good to see that even this deep within occupied territory, there are still those who would defy their oppressors. I tell you, some of these resistance folk can't see the forest for the trees. Ambushing the occasional Imperial patrol won't change a damn thing. Infiltrating their castrums and learning their secrets, on the other hand. It's thanks to brave men and women like her that we still have a chance to win this war. Price of freedom. As usual, Alphino has a brilliant plan. We have that to which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Lisa and her unit will make for our primary objective, the Fire Control Center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you infiltrate the castrum. Quickly and quietly, so as not to raise the alarm. Here's hoping there aren't too many of us for us to handle. Almost there, friends. The point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once we've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Oh yeah, we got a dungeon coming up, looks like. by Rauger. I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Jaguar is the finest warrior I know. I should like to think we have earned something from our time in his company. Now, where's the entrance to the ducks? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Jaguar, we shall infiltrate the CASTRUM and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May Rauger guide you to victory. Hey, welcome, Pawn Shop. Yo, time to storm some blood, y'all. Indeed. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Jaguar. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Alright, we got a dungeon. If anybody would like to join me, I will put up a party finder right now. Here on Aether Data Center. The Alliance and the Resistance cannot suffer a repeat of the slaughter at Specula Imperatoris. As such, they will not march upon CASTRUM ABANIA until they can be certain the fortress's main cannon will not be brought to bear against them. With the aid of the Alliance contact in Radiata, you and your comrades have devised a plan to infiltrate the CASTRUM and seize control of the cannon. Several parties, including yours, will attempt to create a diversion inside the CASTRUM, thereby allowing Lise and her unit of resistance fighters to proceed relatively unhindered to the fire control center. Weapons research is to be your destination, and one can only imagine what manner of foes await you there. Excellent, Pawn Shop. Gotcha, Parker. No worries. The Alliance is counting on us to deal with that cannon. Failure is not an option. It won't be long before someone realizes their armor is missing. You have to hurry. Yep, Midgard Stormer. Wow. This place looks really epic at night. And the fog and everything. There you are, pawn shop. Fight to party. Alright, hold on, let me cancel this. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Haha, funny number. Getting pretty close to the end of base Stormblood. Probably this stream and maybe like 1 or 2 other streams, and we'll be at the end. Pretty exciting. Dang, this place looks very heavily guarded. This music I swear, like, half the songs in this game are really good. Outside now. This place looks like the Bat Cave. Wait, this dude is a motorcycle. Oh, that's cool. Got stunned there for a second by something. This? Have to destroy all of them before the deployment cast goes off. Well, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so if we kill those, it prevents ads from spawning. Makes sense. Wait, are these the Garleans that are gaining magic? Or are they doing some weird experiments to them, like that one dude we just fought was a motorcycle? Got more motorcycles. Yeah, we just barely got that one down. That was great. Subject number 24. Oh, the system error is increasing damage taken. So this is a good idea to save damage cooldowns for that. Got dailies that follow this. I see. So you want to stand in these, but not have more than one, because then you'll get hit by each other's AoEs. That was a surprisingly complex fight. For dungeon boss, at least. stewed into the Hulk. Of Inferno's left arm, Cato grows. That does a lot of damage. Chat. Strength to this right grows. This looks kind of like a soft enrage. His arms slowly grow in power until it becomes too much. Is that a Kojin? His face kind of looks turtle-like. Nice. Thanks, Pawn Shop, for joining me. That was fun. All the dungeons this expansion have been very enjoyable.
Understood. We're on our way. Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them. Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
It's for Dola. She's still here.
They're here! It was you. wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The Skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
Lisa's voice
They
actor.
died so that all
Very
Alamegans
good.
could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
What? What was that?
Lise! Gotcha!
I know
Oh
what
no,
you can do.
Alice.
I've already seen it.
Alize!
That was crazy. Something's going on with her. It's like she couldn't go
Even
get
so,
hit.
the odds are
invisible.
against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Oh, I bet that was part of her transformation abilities. She can use magic now.
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
Royal Hunt Day.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
Of course.
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Well, we did it. CASTRUM ABANIA belongs to us now. Nago and her people took Alize to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphina tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties. But somehow, it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Crow wasn't here. Who knows? Maybe Raubon's men found something which could lead us to her. It can't hurt to ask anyway. Yeah, she must have been taken somewhere else. Raubon's invitation. Raubon wishes to thank you for your service. Jaguar, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperatoris, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Raugur's star yet burns bright. I'm glad. I really am. But you should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting. Regrettable, but I'm pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. Verdola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to his so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise? Oh, it's nothing, really. It's just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Kryl and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lise. It'll take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there's something I would like to show you. Both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. I don't see why not. But come south with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. Cold Hearth. Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. Wait, is this where Raubon grew up? Liberty or death. Raubon would share with you a story. Jaguar, Lise, I brought you both here for a reason.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
Ah, called it. So this is Raubon's house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was. Which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Oh. Raubon backstory time.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death! If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
So they were fighting against Theodoric back then. Guessing that was before the Garleans took over.
Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garleans got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
That's what Raubon looked like back then.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, men.
Oh, that was a good quote.
Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lise, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Oh yeah, Curtis is Lisa's father. I forgot about that.
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, Even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us. And the Ananta, though they may fear us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Liberty or death? Has it really been 20 years since he wrote those words? Even a blind man could see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it ain't easy. When you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. A wager she thought Alize was dead for a moment back there. Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is truly ever ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, but that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death, her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. I understand. He's been away for a long time, and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Let's grab this Aether Current quest. Closing up shop. An important individual has yet to visit Cold Earth, and Sagar is growing concerned. You're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Travel this way and that, always helping folks. Well, I believe I speak for all of us here when I say we need your help. I'm sure you've noticed, but we don't have much. The only reason we get by is a merchant who comes and sells us supplies. I say sell, but it's so cheap, he might as well give it away. Trouble is, without so much as a word, he suddenly stopped coming. I'd come and search for him myself, but anyone who could have kept watch while I'm gone has been conscripted by those damn Imperials. But you try asking around at Radiata if anyone's seen him. He's always talked about going there, so I figure it's a good place to start. Wait, am I the only one that feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Wait, why would we want to split up if we're potentially in danger by something watching us? Wouldn't it be better to stick together? Aha, suspicious youth. Seven hells, he's seen us. Sod it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Cult Earth? Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town? A merchant traveling to Cult Earth. Wait, that's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. Hunger for trade. Pontress Porter appears to have a request for you. You're not from around here, are you? You've never seen an Alamegan strike up a conversation with a Radiata resident. Seeing as we're already talking, I have a job that's just right for an outsider like you. Talk with the girl behind that building over there. She'll give you all the details. She's a bit testy, mind you. Yeah, I've heard of him. His name's Frank. Some folks say he's doing those people a favor, but I think he's up to something. Interesting. About bloody time. Here, take this supply crate and trade it with the merchant in Aligiri for food. He's usually lurking in an alley somewhere. Shifty bastard. You'll know him when you see him. Do not tell him a Radiata native sent you. There'll be no grubs for us if you do. Alright, guess we're going back to Aligiri. Asking for me about Cult Earth. They're asking about me at Cult Earth. I'd love to help, but the situation has gotten complicated, you see? The reason I was selling to them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier. He said he grew up there. He went to the Garleans willingly, if you can believe it. I made him a watchman at one of their labor camps. He's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep peddling my goods at Cult Earth. Afraid his friends and family would refuse gifts after turning his back on them. He got the smart idea of sending me up there, selling whatever they need for next to nothing. Thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. A shame, too. On my next trip I was supposed to deliver this bottle of Arak. It's hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Would you mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. All things considered, I think he might have wanted someone to know. You want to trade? You'll show me the goods first, then maybe we'll deal. Gods, these are military issue Mark. Not sure what that number is. Sedatives. High quality stuff. Someone snatched a batch a while ago, but you wouldn't believe how quickly Imperial medicines sell. Folk are always on edge around here, you see? never knowing when the Empire might decide to launch an assault. Some get so worked up that they can scarcely sleep without a little alchemical encouragement. How much do you want for them? I'm a bit curious how you came by this stash, but I'll take it off your hands all the same. Food? That's it? Just food? Alright, here's a sack full of assorted edibles. Nice doing business with you. Alright, I guess that's a cliff, so we can't go back that way. So we'll have to take the long way around. Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. Oh, praise the heavens. Praise you, too, stranger. This will be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend, if you would. I'd wager he'd like to show his thanks as well. Surprised to see us trading in Imperial supplies. My quick-fingered friend once worked in a storeroom in CASTRUM, ABANIA, and swiped those sedatives before she left. The settlement's full of those, as used to labor. The settlement's full of those as used to labor for the Imperial army. The folk in Aligiri may have traded with the Empire, but even they spit on the Radiatons. Their armies whipped curs, as they call us. That's why we needed you to make the deal. If one of us dared set foot in that town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones, or worse. But now we can eat our fill, get our strength back, and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godsend. Oh dang, we've got it rough living in that town. Let's go turn in this other Aether Current quest. And we should only have one more Aether Current left from this zone. Did you find any sign of the merchant? He was paid to come here by Imperial turncoat. They worked at a labor camp? No, it can't be. Bottle of Iraq. My son said someday we'd... Never mind about the merchant. Here, it's not much, but you deserve it. Thank you for this. Okay, back to the MSQ. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamigan, not even conscripts by the look of them. Barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. Must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. Probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh gods. Alizé and Alphino could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. Oh. That's not good. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. You were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alizé was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say they were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to CASTRUM ABANIA? Goddamned fools. Lise, Jaguar, we have heard you talking. The ones that attacked you, were they young? Less than 20 summers? Aye, I thought so. It's always the young ones. The ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials. Everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. Aye, you get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye. They get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so. The ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Yeah. Now you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here too. Yeah, it's a grim reality. Can't really... It's like there's no good options to do if you live here. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember it. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves, together, a better home than they've ever known. Alright, we can fly here. The Lady in Red. Lise has a proposal. I've been thinking, if Alice needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Rauker's Reach. She can receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, given what Mistress Woad has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. Then it is settled. Now go. Go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphino, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Jaguar, would you mind going on ahead and telling Orella that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alice when she arrives. Thanks. I really like the music in this place. Sounds so triumphant. Do you require assistance? Very well. We'll make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? There, all crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Right, we're bringing her in. Looks like she's well enough to sit up at least. Honestly, Alphino, you needn't have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? Seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Orella, please. You need your rest. I know. Any news of Kryl? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long. As will I. Ha. A chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister. And I'll fight twice as hard. For the both of us. Yeah, I imagine you don't want to be on Kryl's bad side when she gets angry. They're good together, but they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Jaguar, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? It won't be a moment. I'll be right back. back. Oh man, getting close to entering the locks where Alamigo is. Went through this part in the MSQ the other day and it's great. Oh, nice. Feels like we're getting close to the end of Stormblood. Base Stormblood. Did she get a new outfit?
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could.
Nice.
Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
That's sweet. Suits you.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice.
Oh, I think this is the
Anyway, the
outfit
real
from the
reason I
trailer.
asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, this is straight out of the trailer. Awesome. Got the sunrise coming in. Oh, it's a shame that it didn't continue like it was in the trailer. Maybe we got a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, Jaguar. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. Nice, got a weapon upgrade. Yeah, I wish they could make scenes where the player actually interacts with the NPCs. It's just difficult because every player is different sizes and heights. Yeah, That makes sense. It still is disappointing. Upon the great loch's shore, Lisa's feeling relaxed and refreshed. Now that Alizé is settled in, it's time we rejoined the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers. That might take a while. Let's go talk to Alfie. Ah, there you are. What was it least wanted of you? Ha ha ha. A sparring match on the destroyer's very palm. I would have liked to seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here long enough. I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And you'd better not rise from that bed till you are given express permission to do so. Orion J will be paying you a visit soon. He's already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Jaguar. Should have been there with you to the end. If only I hadn't been so reckless. Finally get to see what the top of this Viking ship looks like. Nice. The Uncrept's hope. When the sixth umbral calamity befell Eorzea and the realm was transformed into a sea, this great vessel, built by man hailing from the north named Nyenkrept, saved full many lives. Having taken aboard countless souls drifting in floodwaters, it was finally transported by magics to its current resting place. You have returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I'm proud to say that CASTRUM ABANIA is now wholly under our control. Nice. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officers' documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Kryl, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You'll be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers, and is now safe for travel. The question is, what did they do to Kryl when they were here? There's that cutscene of them putting her in some type of capsule. It's clearly whatever experiments they were doing on her, they completed. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we'll call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rauker's Beacon. The final stage. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. An Alamegan folk dress. How very fitting, and well-fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida, and myself. This is it, the last push. We're coming, Cryo. Okay. Into a new zone. Oh, that must be
remember my
Alamiga.
father's words.
Alamigo.
How they rang in my ears as we left CASTRUM ABANIA behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny.
Hey, it's Emmerich and Lucia.
20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
This music, though.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The immortal flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Sounds good.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
So everyone's gonna assault
Ralga's
the castle
beacon nears
and
its
we run
end.
in and find Kryl.
Soon, my friends, Alamico will be ours once more.
The battle for CASTRUM and ABANIA was brutal. The one for Alamigo will be unlike any we have ever known. Storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. The end is in sight. It has been a long time coming. Most of the Alamicans in the residential district are on, so I doubt we'll have to deal with many Imperial sympathizers. Cutter built those walls to give shelter to his brothers and sisters, and now our people's freedom rests on us tearing them down. The stage is set, and the players are assembled. The Orcia has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were with us here today? The key to victory. Alphino remains concerned for his dear friend. For all our other accomplishments, Kryl remains in the hands of our enemy. If I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we now know that she was taken to the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me. Right. Thancred was investigating. Completely forgot about that. Thancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She's being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple in the Fist of Ralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Oh wait, so the research facility is in Alamigo. I thought it was in the place we just went through a dungeon, CASTRUM, ABANIA. Why, methods to imbue Garleans with the power to manipulate Aether, in pursuit of which goal the scientists have, I'm sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Calm down, Alphino. We've already been tasked with securing the Alamican quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men. He had an idea of how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain. It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. Might even be glad of it. Alagana, am I right? Yeah, I remember this guy. You recruited him. Aye. Whiskar's the name. I was raised in the peaks. But my mum grew up in the city. Any road. I reckon we can get inside the Alamegan quarter by way of Loch Seld. What? How? It was a story my mom told us, which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, see? How they used to have to boil the water from the well before they could drink it, since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs, which means there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it. But it won't be as simple as going for a swim. Well was closed, see? Apparently Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials arrived. He ended up working at the saltery. In short, you need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it will be dangerous. Don't you worry about that. We're used to dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Now go and Ehrenwald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go and get that key. Had I judged it possible to rescue her myself, I would have. But there were too many guards, too many ways it could have ended badly. I knew at once I would need your help. Hold on, Cryo, we're coming. Mefred told me about your time in Aligana. I was certain someone gave you a piece of his mind when you first met. Try not to hold it against him. Couldn't have had more than a few days training when the Imperials attacked the Reach, but I've seen my share of combat since. Maybe no hero like you, but I can hold my own against Imperial regulars. You'll see. Let's not waste any more time then, shall we? My mum said Granddad kept the key with him at all times as a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then, well... We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready, Jaguar? May have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. Alright, so we've got to get a key to go through the wells underneath the lock. The saltery's not far. Follow me. Hey guys, wait, there's still a guy back here. Still a monster. This guess they just know I can handle it. Literally all of them are like, nah, you got this. We'll just go over here and fight this other one. We're here, but this isn't right. Where is everyone? Word of the Alliance's advance has surely reached their ears. Mayhap they sought refuge elsewhere. We should search the buildings for clues. The pot is filled to the brim with salt from the locks. The barrel appears to have recently been filled with the fish packed in salt. Someone was hard at work less than a week ago. The lumber appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. Crumbling masonry appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. Oh, what is this? The Magitek device suddenly springs to life, flashing brightly and emitting a shrill sound. It's a trap. Oh. Alright, which one of you triggered the obvious trap? On your guard. Magitek drones in action. Half a dozen. Jaguar, keep Whisker alive, would you? 7 hells. I could do with some help.
Ready?
Away with you!
This guy healed up. Can I get these damage buffs to pieces? Oh, I can. That's fun. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, looking for clues as to the whereabouts of our erstwhile water merchant, MSQ. This wasn't there before. In the wake of the ambush, we find a diary belonging to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in the Sally Monastery. Sally Monastery, that's to the south. I'll lead the way. Not after that ambush, you won't. It's too dangerous. Jaguar will follow you. Keep your eyes peeled for more Magitek. South. Wait, I can't go that way. this trail of garlands. Seems like it's the right way. Monastery is just past that gate. Keep going. Getting my damage boost melee really useful. Got a big guy chained up here. Something tall, dark, and imperial seems to be blocking the entrance. Gods damn it, I don't think there's a way around. We'll just have to go through. We have to disable these first. Look, I think those two devices are shield generators. I will keep the machine occupied. Jaguar, be a good chap and destroy the generators before it rips my head. You got it. Just keeps putting stacking vulnerability. It is done. See how it falters. Belabor the root. Won't be getting up after that. Now let's find our man. That was a very long event. This is it. This is the monastery. They have to be around here somewhere. What? What? It's me, Whiskar, your grandson. Whiskar. By Raugr. Is that really you? Oh, it's good to see you alive and well, lad. But who are these other ones? The Resistance, Granddad. My comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? Heh. Dad's daft sods never caught me neither. Wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make our family proud. I will, I swear. Raugr as my witness. Revolutionary spirit runs in the family, I see. I will make him proud. I'll make them all proud. If I were 10 years younger, but I'm not. Look after my grandson. We should go. Go. Ehrenfold and the others are waiting. I was worried when he wasn't at the Saltery, but we found him in the end. Now that we've got the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel. The Renaissance. Lisa's in the mood for a swim. Need to dive into the locks and look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. That should be no problem for Jaguar and me, thanks to the Kojin's blessing. But the rest of you... I'll have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Think it best that I support Monago and Ehrenwald's unit. Oh, right. You can't swim. I am aware of that, but thank you. It's neither here nor there, given that I lack both the Kojin's blessing and Thancred's preternatural lung capacity. Right. Of course. I didn't mean anything by it. Nothing at all. So, Jaguar, Thancred, and me, let's head to the water's edge. Alphino and Whiskar can rejoin the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. You'd be surprised what skills an urchin can pick up in a city of pirates. A knack for selling fine leather waistcoats being one. This looks as good a place as any. Here you go dive into the briny deep. Ryanje, what are you doing here? That's what I was just about to ask. Master Alphino informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mistress Alizé unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease which Fordola, theretofore unexceptional warrior, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, subsequently contrived that what I believed to be a solution to the problem of her preternatural prescience. 'Twas in the hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labors that I came. Wait, isn't that Moonbreedus? Her etheric siphon formed the basis for my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. Interesting. It was Moonbreedus' time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, in return. Moonbreedus has been coming in clutch. At the end of Realm Reborn, she helped defeat that Ascian. Then in Heaven's Forge, there's still some white Orthite left to use, and now part of her staff is being used for a weapon. We will, for you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me. I'm supposed to go down and under. There we go. Whoa, we got some ruins down here. Place. I went way too far down. Tunnel leads east. Thancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. blocked. Swim through. I mean, we should be able to. But the game's not letting us. Probably because of bigger character models. Wouldn't be able to do that. Alright, so we gotta go up here. Hidden tunnel. In order to supply Alamigo with potable water, brine was channeled from Loch Cell to be distilled. With the Empire's arrival, however, existing techniques were replaced with magic-based filtration systems, and the well was rendered obsolete and abandoned. Tunnel is much longer than I anticipated. I'd rather not make the trip again, if it's all the same to you. Yeah, it's a long way to hold your breath. Whew, that was fun. Yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a baseman's blessing anyway? Still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. Felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up these stairs, we need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here. Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. It would be in our best interest to avoid the guards and easily startled small folk. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility where cryo's being held, as loudly as we like. Since you've been here before, will you lead the way? Of course, but I will move quickly. So see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say then. Let's get to it. All set, Jaguar? Got another event. Follow my lead. Stay close and quiet. Wait, patrol. Let them pass. All clear. With me. Sentry, get to cover. I will deal with them. This is a good hiding spot. All part of the Viceroy's plan. Probably. And none were the wiser. Let us press on. Imperial soldier, dead ahead. Here we are. One more sentry. Give me a moment. Jaguar, look for a lever or a winch. It will guard the rear. Here it is, right here. Hell's open, heaven sweep. Alpha, no. Can you hear me? The gates are open. friends are ready and eager to engage the Imperials. Let us leave them to it and head for the facility. Oh, I went the wrong way. Remember the reach. Remember the towers. Attack! No? Let's go this way. Here's Alpha, no. Oh, they stand good at least. Left me behind. Surgeons, here, sound the alarm. We don't have time for this. Put them down. Hold on, Cryo. We're coming. The sanatorium is just ahead. I know we're coming. Make ready, my friends. There's that strange eye again. I reckoned you lot would come. I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die. Use the etheric siphon to weaken Ferdola and defeat her in battle.
I can read your every move!
Oh, it's got an action button. God, 7 hills. My head. Pain. It's working. Strike now while she's weak. Stay down. Use the siphon again. pay for that. Keep at it. We almost have her.
I'll cut you to pieces!
I like word of axes. May as well kill these other guys, right? And that way our friends can help fight for Dula with us.
How could I lose?
Staff time. And inside it, engage with family. With me. Bankers, help me hold up those soldiers. Understood. Leave the pilots in your capable hands. Just me.
If only you knew the power!
Oh, look, Lisa's using a limit break. So we got that Siphon Jaguar, and use it. Not here, not now, not to you.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrid, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did!
Lisa's voice actors are really popping off here.
But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Or you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Yeah. Surrendering to the Guardians is
Now,
freedom.
my friend!
Was that the one Kryle's in? Oh, still looks relatively normal.
Croyle!
Alphina? I knew you'd come.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Listen to you. Talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the Icons.
The Icons. Primals?
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's gonna summon a primal, I bet, like the Archbishop did. To making himself
The hunt,
primal.
you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come. And here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead. Just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice. It was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
They used medicines to keep me in a torpor for much of the time. I fear I am still recovering from their effects, but I will be fine. I will. Yeah, it doesn't really look like they had a chance to experiment on her yet. Saved once more by Oriange's ingenuity. I look forward to learning why it was so imperative that we remain ignorant of this device's precise function. What a relief to have finally found her, though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us on the eve of this final battle. I find myself overcome with joy. I could not have saved her without everyone's help. Thancred, Lise, Oriange, and of course, you. But yes, there's still much more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Fordola's ominous words for one. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end it there. Does anyone know how close we are to the end of post-Stormblood? I mean, the end of base Stormblood? think I could finish it next stream, maybe. Very close. Nice. Alright, that's probably what I'll do this Friday. Okay, yeah, for sure. Alright, so this Friday, the stream. Plan is to finish Stormblood. Hope to see you there. Thanks for joining, Pawn Shop. Everyone else who joined. And I'll see you guys there. Have a great rest of your week. And good night. See you later.